up, guys? It's your girl Mira, and I'm back again with a brand new video. And as you can see by the title, today's video is going to be a girl talk video about, can men and women be friends? So before we dive into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and smash that post notification button so that when I do post a brand new video, you are one of the first people to see it. So something that is kind of controversial and has been talked about for decades and decades is, can men and women be friends? Now, as a 26-year-old female, this is my chance. Well, I'm not 26 yet. I'm like, look, I'm so ready. Guys, I'm going to be 26 next month. And I'm so ready to be 26 that, like, y'all see me, like, as a 26-year-old female, as a 25-year-old female, this is something that was heavily talked about when I was growing up. It's something that's heavily talked about now. And it's something that I've just witnessed, you know, as a young lady. So I want to start off by talking about friendships that we develop when we are younger. And I want to go way back to, elementary school. So let's be real. As a kid, you mingle and you're friends with whoever is nice, whoever, you know, does what you do, whoever's personality you cling to more. Those are your friends, whether it's a female or whether it's a male. You don't really think too deeply or too heavily about whether or not it's a female or whether or not it's a male. You just know that this person is a dope person and that's who you want to be your friend. As you get older, things get a little bit more complicated. And it gets complicated because there are people who look inside of your friendship as, are they friends? Does this person have a crush on this person? Does this person like this person? You know, and things start to get more complicated. So now, notice I said because people are looking in. So sometimes you can complicate the situation, or people who are viewing your situation can complicate your situation for you. So when I was in elementary school, I had a lot of male associates. What happened to the lighting right there? Sorry, guys. I had a lot of male associates, of course, you know, classmates and stuff like that. But I really didn't have, like, okay, a road dog that was like a male guy. I had a group of friends and we were all females, and like we had like sleepovers and like our parents knew each other and stuff like that, but none of them were males. Once I got to junior high school, I still didn't have like a male friend that I hung out with or anything like that. If I hung out with you or if I sat at the table with you, it was because you're like a classmate or something like that. Once I got to high school, that's when it was like, okay, you're in a melting pot with people of all different personalities, all different backgrounds, people of all different sexualities. So you kind of mix and mingle with everybody, and you kind of have an associate from every sort. So I'll tell you guys this quick story. In my life right now, I have one male best friend, and I don't even consider him to be like my best friend anymore because I've known him since like 3rd grade. So at this point, it's like, you're my brother. I've never liked him in any like way of like, oh, like I have a crush on you, nothing. Everybody on the outside has always thought that like I've liked him or he's liked me, and it's honestly never been like that. I don't like him in that way. I've never liked him in that way. I think he's a great person. I think that, you know, of course my brother is gonna make, you know, some lady really happy one day, you know what I'm saying? But he's just not for me. So people from the outside would look at us and think that because we hung out, and so on and so forth. Excuse the helicopters that you hear in the back. Why are there helicopters outside? People would look at us from the outside and they would think that there was something more going on than what it actually was, because we would hang out with each other a lot. And even today, still sometimes people are like, and I'm just like, no. Like, people don't understand. I've known this person since 3rd grade. I've known this person for like 17 years. Do you understand what I mean? I've known this person for like 17 years. Like, that's my brother. Now, I have seen in a lot of circumstances, and one of the reasons why I just explained that situation to you guys is because I have seen situations where people have been quote unquote friends and, oh, that's my bestie and da 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 da, and they end up dating that person, they end up being with that person. And I think that's why people kind of look like. So moving on from that, a lot of relationships start off as friendships. So when you're friends with someone of the opposite sex and you're attracted to the opposite sex, of course, someone is looking at you like, why is she spending so much time with this person? Why is he spending so much time with her? Why do they talk so often? Why do they this? Why do they that? But I think it really takes someone to understand the dynamic of the situation to understand those two people and why it is the way that it is. But I strongly do believe that men and women can be friends. Now that brings me to a whole nother point. When you're in a relationship, should you continue your friendship that you had with the person of the opposite sex? I want you guys to comment down below and tell me how it is that you feel about that, because this is something that I had posted on my Instagram too, and I was talking to people about, should you be friends with somebody of the opposite sex if you're in a friendship? If you're in a relationship. Let me say my piece. I look at it like this. My best friend, my brother, if he started dating someone and she said, oh, I don't want you to be friends with this girl anymore, that would hurt me so much, because we go way back. We've been through so much. This person knows so much about me. I know so much about them. So for us just to say we're not going to be friends anymore because you decided to date this person is baffling to me. But at the same time, I will understand if boundaries need to be placed. Understand this. Like, let's say I'm dating somebody. I can't tell him, okay, all your friends that you had before me, you got to get rid of them. Like, no, I can't tell you that. These are friends that you've been through things with. These are friends that you've had shared adventures with, experiences with. Like, who am I to come into the picture and say, okay, say bye-bye to your friends? Like, no, that's what kind of person would I genuinely be? But I think that especially if there are female friends that we're talking about here, you can still have them, but there has to be boundaries set in place. One, your female friend has to understand that I come before them. Two, your female friend has to understand that you're not going to be kikiing, haha, FaceTime and calling them, 24/7. Like, no, it's not going to be on that type of timing. You guys shouldn't even be FaceTiming at all. Your female friend's going to understand that y'all not hanging out. Y'all not hanging out unless it's a group setting. If it's not a group of people with you, you shouldn't be hanging out. Like, comment below and tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm bugging. Tell me if I'm bugging. I feel like once you get into a relationship, you could still be friends with that person, but then it becomes like, okay, we're going to hit each other up every once in a while and check on each other and see how we're doing. It's not going to be like on a daily basis, a weekly basis. Like, no, hit me up every 2 months and check on me, and I'll check on you, and that's about it. Nothing else. Nothing else. And I say this because friendships could turn to relationships real quick. Real quick. You give a female an inch, she take a mile. Same thing with a guy. You give a guy an inch, he take a mile. And people might be saying, oh, well, they know that, like, I have a relationship with you. Or let me explain something to y'all. Guys don't care if girls have boyfriends, and girls don't care if guys have girlfriends. Let's be real. That's how men cheat. That's how women cheat. That's how divorces happen. That's how breakups happen, because you end up in a situation that you probably really didn't mean to put yourself into. But little do you know that the baby steps that you were taking of communicating with this person, linking with this person, all those little things led to this big bang. And that big bang led to you not being with this person that you really care about and love. So, can men and women be friends? It's iffy. I think as you get older, you start to realize that it's a little bit more complicated than what you think it is. But when you're young, it's very innocent. You're not thinking as deeply. As you get older, and if it's still like, oh, this is like my best friend or my bestie, my homie, like, no. Set boundaries. Set boundaries. It's not about, oh, I trust my partner, they can have a, friend of the opposite sex. It goes way beyond that. You can completely trust the person. You don't know the other person, what tricks and dips they got. Heavy on the dips. Like, come on. You don't know. And like I said, like, life is unpredictable. Sometimes stuff just be happening. But I feel like you should never put yourself in a predicament to where something can just happen. And sometimes you could be so innocent with the decision that you made or a choice that you made to do something, and it'll lead to a big boom. And you really didn't expect it, but it led to it, and you played a part in it. And come on. So I want you guys to comment below, and I want you to tell me, can men and women be friends? It's just complicated out here. It's complicated. Relationships, friendships, it's all complicated, baby. Baby, it's complicated. So if you like this video, please smash the like button. Comment below. Tell me what you really think. Ladies, can men and women be friends? And fellas, can men and women be friends? Comment below. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and love you guys.